It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets, and it comes your way next.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, a lot of buzz here in the tri-state area about these Jets in 2023. Do you think that they are ready to challenge the Bills and the Dolphins for supremacy in the AFC East?
I certainly do, for two big reasons. Number one, Aaron Rodgers is in town at quarterback, but number two, their defense, which kept them in every game last year and only got better through the draft this year. They can pair those together. They can compete with anyone in the AFC East and the AFC in total.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dolphins, we know about the weapons on offense on the perimeter. But do you think this is a team, Charles, that needs to step it up defensively to go to the next level?
I do, and they have the pieces in place. They have excellent players. Perhaps the new system that's been brought in will give them that edge that they need in the AFC East.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former second overall pick, now in his third season out of BYU.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
At the 32-yard line.
Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall, and he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from it, it absolutely occurred.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. Now Tua. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jets, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Rolling to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. On the move to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
Jets, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Here's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
33-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. And check down complete to Hall. No gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Wilson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 4, they got 8, and it results in a conversion on 4th down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
6-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead in the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here is 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, here's Mostert again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Looking to pass. Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Mostert with a first down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Tua. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Let's go, baby.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Shreds the tackle. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
And he completes it to Berrios. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll run the draw with Mostert. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
On 1st down, Wilson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Now Wilson. That is caught, and he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
Now it's
6
Wilson.
at the 20-yard line.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:39 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 15 yards.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he'll find Hall.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.